22nd of December. So Merry Christmas to all of you out there, and may it be a wonderful Christmas. If you want the snow, get the snow. If you don't. Personally, I don't. Well, this is about making these sound that you get when you move your what is called the neck fingers on the violin. You have the bow hand and you have the other hand on the neck of the violin that can do slides and other stuff. But how do you make it sounds like it's inside the same bow movement? This is an attempt to do that, and I have just loaded a general user sound font and chosen violin, and it goes like this. I just make it a little bit less impulsive. Oh, that's wonderful. And then what we do is that we make one note in piano roll, just like this, a long note. You can see it's 9 bar. We can even make it longer, like that. It's just go like, and there will be no surprise that that is what it will continue as. Let's go back to normal view, like that. So now we have one long note, so on and so forth, and that'll be one bow stroke or movement, right? You're dragging the bow over the string, and you get that sound. But what do we do then if we want to slide that note into another note? Well, we use pitch on the instrument, and not only do we use pitch on the instrument, we also need to catch what we do with the pitch, and that's because we want to reproduce what we have made, right? So all the pitch movements here has to be caught, unless else we do not have anything else than that what we just heard. That'll be like this. I just start what I can right click that, sorry, middle click it, and it'll go into its default position 0. If I play here now the note and then move the pitch, we get this. Well, that might be very well, but we don't get anything, right? There's nothing left for us. Next time we play this, it just go like that. So we have to capture or design the pitch in Automation Track. And to do that, I think the smartest way is to set it to if we're going to design it, set the range to 12, because then one semitone is 100 cents when we have a range of 12. So I take this pitch here and I hold control down, Then I drag it out and drop it into an automation track, like that. And then we drag this guy all along here. Fine. Now I can go into this automation track and I can, oops, I have to stay inside the recorder window. Rather stupid. I have three different type of um, um, these progressions. I have discrete and I have linear progression. And I think those two are the ones that we are interested in when we're making this violin effect. We also have cubic, which means that it'll be solved in changes. Well, let's just see what we have to do to make a change from the semitone chosen to a semitone, well, 2 up. That'll be 200 cent, right? So we can see here that if we want to make the change here after, let's say we want to make it after a quarter note in this automation, and then we have to say we want to have 2 semitones up, that's 200 cent. So that'll be there. And let's see, we want to have a rather soft change. We do get some humanization out of this, of course, because unless that we actually put in a point and then right, double click it, because then we get it's inside. Then we get a chance to simply set the value, because say we want to set it to 3 semitones, like that, and that'll be precise 300 cent in the change. And if we play that, it'll sound like this. So there you heard a change, even though that we have no change in the I almost call it physical note. This is just a change in pitch of the instrument, and inside the same bow moment, but movement, not movement. So it's the same bow stroke of the long note, and we can make as many as we want of these. I'm just dotting in some here now. That's pretty horrible, but that's not beside the point. If we choose to have it linearly, it'll go like this. That was definitely not any better. It doesn't really sound like a violin, so you really have to fiddle. I'm sorry. A lot with this before you get anything that sounds good. But it does change the semitone inside the same stroke of the bow. So it is, in a way, at least an emulation. Is it equivalent? I don't know, but it's an emulation of you moving your violin neck hand, doing one bow stroke. There's one more way to do this, actually. So if I go back into let's just close this automation editor, and yeah, we could make another one. Let's just do that. So now we start with a completely new automation track, block Wasn't that what we should? Yeah. And hold control and drag in pitch. Well, the same as before. And then that's also the same as before. But now we right click it and we move down here to the set clear record. And when I choose that, it'll get a symbol here in bright red, and that's important because this has to be observed when we have done our job. I will explain. Now, what happens is that when I start the playback, everything I do with the pitch will actually be recorded into this automation track. I'll also shown that in another video, but it's relevant here, so we just take a look at it here as well. So I play the note, and then I will make changes in the pitch manually as the note play. Listen. That will be enough. But now we have to be very careful not to play this back, because if we do, this will be erased. It will be gone forever. We cannot retrieve it. If that has this red symbol, it will override it. So make sure that you right click it and go in and say set clear record. Doesn't mean clear the record. It means stop record. And here we have what we have recorded so far. And when we play back this long note, it'll follow the automation. So it does follow the automation, regrettably, some would say, but it does. And that's another way to do this. But it is going to be, of course you can, after you have done this, you can go in here and say, okay, they're not exactly at where I wanted them, so I can manipulate them a little bit. The rhythm was very good, or somewhat good, but the pitches wasn't. And then we can play back and have it, the changed version here. Well, it's going to be a big job doing this. It's going to take a long time if you have a long piece that you want to recreate or compose. And the same in linearity. Of course, you can have different automation tracks with different progressions also, intermix them. You cannot have different progressions inside the same automation track. We haven't made that. I'll go like this. I'll stop that there. The linearity does actually support somehow, somewhat actually, very close to both discrete and linear. Then you have to go into the Q value and put that to the highest value, and now you can make changes that are so close to discrete and mix them with let's say, see here, the first is going to be discrete, the next is going to be linear. So you have this toot toot, and you have ooh after. Listen. So that's both discrete and linear inside the same automation track, but it is a hacked way to do it. Yes. Well, that's how you can make it sound like you're using one bow stroke, but you actually, at least that is my idea about how to make that. There's nothing else. Yep. So we have done the Merry Christmas thing, so I don't have anything else. It's just to go bye bye.